Footdance, Episode 9. It's the following morning after a sleepless night of intensive songwriting, and Billy Ray finishes playing through this second attempt at a brand new 80s sound to perform later that night at Studio 54. He sits in anticipation of any kind of feedback from his harshest critics. His 2 feet. But personally, I think this latest song is a real winner. You'll hear it soon enough, and Billy Ray need fear not. Denzel says,
"Were you just making shit up as you were going along again?"
No! Well, yeah, I guess a bit. Okay, most of it.
What was it even about?
I don't fucking know.
Now, what was that about taking us into the future? I'm very interested in that. So you actually have a device to enable time travel.
You kept that fun to yourself, didn't you? All this time and you had a time machine.
What? Obviously not. I ain't got no time machine.
Well, that is false advertising straight away. Not happy about this.
You do realize I was just saying stuff that sounded cool, yeah? It's songwriting.
Musical lies are still lies.
I had my heart set on some time travel.
But I said I wanted to fight crime in the last one. You didn't actually believe that as well, did you?
Well, yeah, I assumed you were going to be fighting some crime at some point, and I was going to help you. So we're not even doing that anymore now.
Adolf, I'm sorry. I didn't realize you had your heart set on crime fighting and time travel.
Well, I did. It's okay. It's okay. I've had letdowns before. This isn't the first. And I'm damn sure it won't be the last.
Adolf, would you settle for winning the World Disco Dancing Championships and being a world-famous dancer and singer and songwriter?
Yeah, that would be quite the consolation prize. Do you really think we can do this?
Denzel, you tell him.
Fuck yeah!
I'd say that's pretty definitive, wouldn't you, Adolf?
Well, when put like that, I wouldn't want to argue with Brother Denzel. I also thought he was going to say shit yeah, so that was quite a nice surprise.
Yeah, I went with the fuck yeah on this one. Thought he had a little more conviction, you know?
Well, you won me over. 10 minutes later, and the professional critics are back in full force.
So where was the chorus? Because I didn't hear no chorus. Song gotta have a chorus.
Up the Junction by Squeeze didn't have no chorus, and he makes a girl pregnant in that song. You can't get more straight than that. I just didn't know if you'd think choruses were gay.
Yeah, good point. Oh yeah, there is always that danger. You cannot be too careful with the chorus. Leave it in the hands of someone like Billy Ray here, and you've got yourself a gay anthem. If he must insist on staying in the closet and not want the world to know his big juicy K-load, we need to avoid choruses at all cost.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, I'll take it on advisement. I just hope this song's gonna be good enough for us to dance our way through the first heat tonight.
Well, you didn't mention dinglings this time, so we have 50% more chance. It's 10 hours later, and Billy Ray is with Tony backstage at Studio 54, getting ready to go on. Tony says,
"So how's it going with that DJ guy?"
"Yeah, real good. He's working hell for leather to get the track ready for next week's semifinals."
"Ain't that cutting it a little fine?"
"He said it's real complex. They had to hire in a guy with a thing called an 808 drum machine. They also found some amazing synthesizer keyboard player to perfectly recreate Trans-Europe Express by Kraftwerk. It's being produced by some guy called Arthur Baker, who, to quote Africa Bambaataa, is the shit. And my right foot agrees. He's heard of him."
"Well, if your right foot approves, hey, what's your left foot got to say about this whole thing? It is, after all, for him, all of this effort everyone's putting in?"
Adolf's feeling nervous right now, 'cause so much is resting on him being able to dance to this new hybrid sound.
"And you're definitely sure you don't need the number for this shrink?"
"Yes, I'm sure. Thank you. Now out of my way. We got a dancing competition to win. Well, the first heat anyways. And if we don't get through to the next heat, Africa Bambaataa and the Soul Sonic Force are writing this song for nothing."
"I'm sorry, the Soul Sonic Force? Who the fuck are they?"
3 rappers who are going to be performing their parts live on the night. I'll just rap the outline here and there. Frankly, I'll have enough on my hands trying to coordinate between my 2 very differently skilled feet.
"Maybe I'll just get the shrink to come see you."
And so it's time for Heat 1 of the World Disco Dancing Championships. Let's hope the guys can dance to this new song. Billy Ray waves to the crowd as he steps onto the dance floor. He doesn't dance straight away. That's because he knows what's coming. He just stands there poised. It is so tempting to sing on this intro.
But this ain't my song, cause I'm the narrator. Don't got no right to be here, I'm just a storyteller. But when it feels so right and there with Billy Ray, I'm bitter filling gaps until he's got something to say. But look at that off there, he's got a distant stare. He will ride the lights, dragged about the floor with flair. But his time will come, and Denzel will be there, along with Billy Ray, who has got something to say. Now I could take you back in time, could take you to the future of the 80s, but I can't survive another disco. I could try to see inside and make you feel special, electrosexual, but I can't survive another disco. And now I'm back, there ain't no time machine, cause Billy Ray don't got one, even though he told the team and he made that all cry. But things will turn out fine if Billy Ray and Denzel can just keep it in time. I could take you back in time, could take you to the future of the 80s, but I can't survive another disco. I could try to see inside and make you feel special, electrosexual, but I can't survive another disco. There's no chorus, there's no theme, and you just don't know what I'm saying. The future feels so bright, but the darkness always comes in my eyes. Take you back in time, could take you to the future of the 80s, but I can't survive another disco. I could try to see inside and make you feel special, electrosexual, but I can't survive another disco.
Once again, Billy Ray dances his heart out, seemingly unhindered by his left foot Adolf, who is taken to stamping to the beat in an attempt to at least help out proceedings. It doesn't. Regardless of that, it looks like Billy Ray has made it by the skin of his teeth through to the semifinals next week. An MTV reporter interviews him about his triumph.
Congratulations on making it through tonight's heat. Billy Ray Footdance is your name, I believe, and you're a disco dancing cowboy rapper who actually sings whilst dancing using only one foot. Tell us about that. Well, firstly, I ain't really no cowboy. I ain't done no cattle rustling, nor do I square dance or hoe down. I'm all about disco music and rap. Plus, I also like to sing when I dance. I just have a problem with my left foot since I accidentally welded it to a car for 9 months a while back. But I'm working on getting both of my feet dancing for the semifinals next week. Now I got through tonight's heat. And how are you going to get your broken foot fixed in the next 7 days? Physiotherapy? Hydrotherapy? Massage? Actually, Africa Bambaataa and the Soul Sonic Force are helping me. Helping you what? Get the feeling back in your foot? Can you feel it? Can you feel it? This jazz is sensation. I take it you don't know that song, Jazzy Sensation? No, ma'am, I don't. I normally only dance to disco music. Rap is pretty new to me. Well, Billy Ray Footdance, you are the most unlikely talent at this year's World Disco Dancing Championships, and we here at MTV wish you the best of luck in the semifinals next week, where, if you make it through, you'll be up against 18 other countries in the finals 2 weeks from now.
The following day, Billy Ray is summoned to the luxurious office of Studio 54, which does admittedly look a lot more like a porta-cabin on a building site than you'd expect. You know those generic big gray boxes on bricks that you can use as a temporary office or a toilet block. And no, I don't mean one of those portaloos that look a lot more like Doctor Who's TARDIS had fallen on hard times, or more to the point, Doctor Who had fallen on hard times and was now traveling through time and space in a portable toilet, or I don't know, maybe he just needed a shit. Look, let's not get bogged down with this. Ooh. Billy Ray introduces himself to a very prim and proper looking Englishman.
Pleased to meet you. I'm Billy Ray.
Yes, of course, Mr. Footdance. An unforgettable name for our most unforgettable contestant. I do hope what I'm hearing isn't true, that you're trying to get dancing on both feet for the semifinals?
Well, of course, if I can, I'm going to be dancing on both feet. Why wouldn't you want that?
Mr. Footdance, Billy Ray, it pains me to be the one to have to tell you this, but you're not that great a dancer. There are so many better than you, but they don't have your gimmick, and we need gimmicks to get more people back interested in disco. If you start dancing on both feet, you'll soon realize that you're not really a winner, and America could lose the trophy in a competition that originated here. This would not bode well for you, and you'll be ostracized and banned from all future competitions for not taking this seriously.
What? But this is me trying to be taken seriously. I just want to win on actual dancing merit, not on just some novelty vote.
But you don't have a hope in hell of winning without that advantage, so you need to decide if you really want to win this or not.
I don't just want to win.
I will win,
and it'll be off of my own back for my dancing, and you're not going to make me look a fool.
Billy Ray's now dressed as a Zulu warrior. Oh shit, they're gonna put blackface on him. Oh, thank God they're not. I'm sorry, a little context here. It's 6 days later in the night of the semifinals at Studio 54, with Billy Ray stood side stage talking to Africa Bambaataa. Billy Ray says,
Africa, do I really have to wear this? I don't think white guys are meant to dress as Zulu warriors. And where am I putting my spear while I'm dancing?
Well, you now are honorary member of the Zulu Nation, my white brother, and you looking sharp.
Well, thank you very much, Africa, but can't I just wear the futuristic robot outfit?
I'm the futuristic robot. You could try swapping with Powwow over there. He the one dressed as a Native American.
No, that's okay. That's fine. I gotta say, Africa, I am feeling seriously nervous right now, not even getting a chance to hear this new track, let alone practice to it. But can I just say, these clothes you've kindly lent me, they ain't helping.
Well, we literally only just mixed down the track hours ago, and it took a while to put your costume together.
Billy Ray looks worried and stupid as he turns to Tony saying,
Tony, be honest. Do I look really dumb dressed like this?
Let me put it this way. You look just the amount of dumb you'd expect a white guy to look dressed as a black Zulu warrior. I'd say more racist, if anything. Yeah, that's it. Stupid and racist.
Hey, it's only Zulu beads and a carved African walking stick. I ain't gonna use the spear, and this is a Mardi Gras headdress, I think. I don't even think this is a Zulu thing.
Billy Ray puts on the headdress, the huge woman's headdress, and looks understandably miffed. He adds,
Look, I ain't a racist, okay? If I was, my right foot would have said something. Trust me.
Not in front of anyone else it wouldn't.
Oh, yeah. Good point. I'm off to the John.
As he hastily exits to the nearest washroom, Billy Ray gets many astonished looks at his choice of culturally appropriated fashion. He rushes into the toilets and straight into the first cubicle and says,
Denzel, what do you think of this costume?
Denzel bursts out laughing, almost crying. He can barely get his words out.
Oh my God, you don't know how hard it's been to not burst out laughing and blow my cover.
You look like a special needs racist. I ain't never seen nothing like that before. Picture the Grand Wizard of the Ku Klux Klan in white robes and pointy hood, but wearing disco lights and huge platform heels.
Right, that's it. I'm changing out of these dumbass clothes.
Isn't that more racist, that you would refuse to wear the national dress of these natives when they dress you in them?
I wouldn't go calling them natives if I were you. And besides, their national dress is more like tracksuits and sportswear.
Oh, now we getting to racist.
Would you stop calling me a racist? I ain't a goddamn racist.
With that, Billy Ray opens the cubicle door to a huge black guy staring daggers at him and all his talk of racism. His eyebrow raised at the sight of Billy Ray stood there dressed as a white Zulu warrior, including spear, and wearing a woman's Mardi Gras headdress with huge beautiful peacock plumage, a truly special sight to see. Coming out of a toilet cubicle, Billy Ray walks straight past the man saying,
Ain't even got time to change now. Adolf, are you truly ready for your first time dancing for an audience?
Ready as I'll ever be, if it's no rehearsal. In other words, no, not at all.
Well, that's just great. Denzel, are you ready?
Oh, hell yeah! This shit gonna be the bomb!
As we follow Billy Ray through the crowd to where Africa Bambaataa and the Soul Sonic Force are all ready to perform, I feel I need to remind you something I said right in the beginning. A suspension of disbelief. Remember? Well, you're gonna need it in about 2 minutes' time. Let me put it this way. Are you aware of the female lead character in the movie Flashdance? I think her name was Susie Flashdance or something. Well, did you know that some of her more difficult specialist moves were actually done by a man in a curly black wig and leotard with his cock and balls tucked tightly up between his legs? Google it and you'll see. He was a famous breakdancer, went by the name of Crazy Legs, possibly because of the way he walked due to always having a set of cock and balls tucked tightly up between his legs. We'll assume they were mostly his own. Regardless, that's always going to affect the way you walk. Either way, you're just going to have to keep in mind that you didn't have a problem with the fact that there was a guy tucking his cock and balls up and doing that dance. Essentially, there was no way of even knowing that wasn't a lady. That cock and balls was packed so tight up there, you didn't even notice. Oh, shit, here we go.
Party people, can yo get funky? Soul Sonic Force, can yo get funky? The Zulu Nation, can yo get funky? Yeah, just hit me. Just taste the funk and hit me.
The crowd get exactly what they expected, as Billy Ray has to drag Adolf onto the dance floor, due to his left foot's nerves getting the better of him. All Adolf really needs now is that confidence boost he gets from being in his comfort zone. A little taste of Germany to wean him on to pastures new. And Africa Bambaataa doesn't disappoint. Suddenly, Adolf wakes up as he hears his favorite Kraftwerk song and immediately springs into action. And is fabulous, really flamboyant, and Billy Ray is visibly stunned as Adolf carries on dancing after the Kraftwerk part ends, and he doesn't even notice. The little guy is just so enthusiastic for all those cheers he's now getting, as the crowd go wild to see Billy Ray's famously dead foot wake up and boogie like a bad boy. Look at him go! Now take it away, Billy Ray.
I let them ride them now and lying in the discotheque, they dance in time, cause nobody ever thinks of how it feels when your hair stuck down in disco heels. But I never gave up cause I knew that somebody gotta come and free my shoe. Cause you gotta have faith in the good of man, and you gotta come along and take my hand. Cause I'm heading up to Shangri-La, and my people gonna bathe in caviar. Cause we're gonna be rich in the promised land, so you gotta come along and take a stand. So come with me and join our crew, and no one gonna tell us what to do. We gotta get back on, we keep when the voice inside says love, life, live.
Okay, that's definitely a woman dancing now. That's not Billy Ray. That's It's a black woman. Well, mixed race. Look at the size of those breasts. Another triumph. Billy Ray Footdance is through to the finals next week. And that brings us neatly to the end of episode 9. You might want to come back for episode 10, the last episode, because, well, there's a shock in it. No, not a shark. A shock. How could there possibly be a shark in it? I mean, I wish there was a shark in it. Can we do anything about getting a shark in it for next week? Well, no, I know it wouldn't suit the plot, but people like sharks. You got that guy. You know, the guy you got the neons and the guppies from. The aquarium place. Fishtastic, that's the one. Yes, I'm aware there's a size difference between a guppy and a fucking shark. Yeah, well, thanks for nothing. You could have made a call. Either way, ladies and gentlemen, we will see you here next week for the last episode of Footdance. Sadly, there will be no shark.